got a minute? It's about the quarantine facility. We've more or less figured out what caused the mutation in the vocal cord parasites. It was the radiation from that scanner. And the one who installed it was Emmerich. I've added a tape recording of the interrogation. You should listen to it.
That son of a bitch. I don't know why we keep letting him walk around and do his stuff. He has great chaos.
Please select a mission.
Or just shoot him in the head. Also a solution.
Eliminate the high-ranking CFA official in charge of supplying weapons to UNITA. The target stays at Nova Braga Airport. Head to the airport first.
Well, Doctor, I have the report on the incident at the quarantine facility. Assuming the vocal cord parasite underwent a mutation. The only plausible explanations are exposure to some high-concentration mutagen, or radiation. As you know, some of the staff at the quarantine facility were infected with the parasites. The Wolbachia prevented them from copulating, but the parasites themselves can't be removed from their host's vocal cords. Once you're infected with Skullface's parting gift, you're stuck with it. The researchers regularly used X-ray equipment to monitor the parasites in their throats. No problem there, they kept a close eye on the radiation doses. But that equipment didn't just give off X-rays. It was also emitting beta rays, even though that's unnecessary for the scans. See, beta rays have far worse effects on DNA than X-rays, meaning the only logical conclusion is that...
Great, you made it. I've sent the information to your map screen. That's the target's predicted location. Check all around the target and plan carefully before moving in.
Retrofitted, the shielding was inadequate. And the person who ordered and inspected the equipment was you, Doctor. That makes you the only person with the opportunity to install that emitter.
So now you're saying I sabotaged medical equipment for some wild plan to make the vocal cord parasite...
We've just received word that the arms dealer due to inspect Nova Braga Airport is on his way. Once his chopper has arrived, they'll be touring the facilities along with the target. Let him bring the target out into your line of fire.
Just stop it.
You'd have no shortage of buyers, but most would be happy with just the parasite. You wouldn't need to offer anything else. However, if that buyer already knew about the parasite, they'd also know that by itself, it's no longer the ultimate bargaining chip it once was. To sell to that buyer, you need to throw in a bonus, a way to one-up it. There's only one buyer who'd be after that.
Emmerich, we record all communications on Mother Base. That includes radio transmissions to and from homemade devices.
You've been an enemy gunship. The chopper will be arriving any minute.
A private
Watch out.
Company, a client of which is DARPA, and they are connected to Cypher. You made a deal with Cypher. You offered them a new parasite in exchange for your safety. This is the only place in the world where the vocal cord parasite still exists. And you used it as a testing ground. Tried to resurrect their bioweapon. But your plan to obtain the parasite...
There's a chopper landing.
Failed.
It must be carrying the arms dealer. Keep your eyes on him.
I don't think you're...
Our intel suggests the target will leave the country with the arms dealer after the inspection. Take him out before that happens.
I should request quiet.
Please select a deployment point. Dispatch requested.
Sorry, dog.
Buddy departing area of operations.
Looks like the arms dealer's chopper is gonna patrol for the security forces. Be sure you don't get spotted from above.
This mission might become complicated because it's total stealth. I can't become
Clouds
detected.
approaching. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. The map
Basically,
has
I
been
need
updated.
just to do what I did last time, and it should be fine. It's just that helicopter that's bothersome. Lots of containers over here. Lots of value probably by extracting these. But no, it's too much of a risk with snipers and a helicopter. At least I'm pretty sure there's snipers. Shit. Now I have to locate where the boss is, or the target, the colonel.
Completed the objective. Now get out of there.
Good job, man.
Mission info has been updated.
Hopefully this won't drag attention. But I can't sustain my greed. I want these. Right, that should be enough.
Please select a landing zone. Landing support helicopter requested.
Now I need to find a way out of here. With that helicopter I'm a bit scared actually. Because that stands between victory. Let's go for it.
Cease cover fire!
Alright, she has done enough.
This is B-Quad. Arriving
helicopter has arrived.
Wait. I love that. Wait. Successful. That's the only words I could relate to.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
I see Africans is...
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
I'm not sure if that's the English colonist language they're speaking, but I'm guessing they're not speaking that. I'm confused now. Because the colonists that came to Africa from England, their English is so twisted, so I can barely understand a word. There's a musical artist called Die Antwoord for band. You should listen to one of their songs and see how much you understand. And most likely you won't understand much. But you can relate to some words.
Alright, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh? Boss, you there? We have a problem. The staff have found out everything that Emmerich's been up to. They're right on the edge. I need you to intervene before things get out of control. Get back to Mother Base ASAP.
"9 years ago, this man acted as accomplice to the attack on Mother Base. He then provided support to Skullface. Conspiring with Eli, he repaired Sahelanthropus in secret. His research materials caused the leak at the quarantine facility, which in turn caused the Walbachia mutation, letting the parasites off their chains. We lost a lot of good men. He also stands accused of murdering one of his own family, hiding the body.
I haven't killed anyone. The rest is all wrong, too. The inspection was supposed to help everyone. I sacrificed myself for my companions just as much as any of you. Why won't you believe me?
The prosecution calls a witness. Strangelove's gravestone, haunted by her phantom.
It's just a machine.
Huey! Damn it, Huey! Open it now! Please! Let me out! Kill me! Kill me!
It recorded it all. Everything. Everything you did living together.
How could a machine?
You forced your own son into the cockpit of a Metal Gear, a test subject.
How?
His mother had to hide him away, and for that you locked her in that coffin.
No! She did it herself! It was suicide! And even if I did, what right do you have?
There's more. We have you to tell us everything you've done, everything you've thought, all this time. 9 years ago, you agreed to the inspection in return for Cypher's guarantee that you'd be spared.
I thought it was real!
We've reviewed into everything else that's happened since you arrived here.
Please.
Guilty! All counts. Kill him! Kill
We exist outside the law. What should we do, boss? Just give the order. We'll handle the rest.
Prepare a life raft. Big enough for one. Food and water, too.
Boss,
He's leaving.
he's responsible for all of this! Think of all the men! He didn't lose a damn thing! This is the enemy! And he's here on his knees!
Us? You are right, he is not one of us. But we are not responsible to judge an enemy. He leaves Mother Base, and that'll be the end of it.
Get back! Don't touch me! I'm innocent! You're the murderers! Snake! You should be in this boat! There'd have been no inspection if it weren't for your precious nuke! I risked my life trying to save you all! How can you do this? Am I the only sane one here? It's not my fault!
It's destroying nature. Don't throw
Look.
stuff.
You can't discard your phantoms forever, Doctor.
Son of a bitch will make it, you know. I can see it now. In no time, he'll be telling tales about the black-hearted Diamond Dogs. The Shining White Knight, blabbering on about our injustice, hiding behind his fool's idea of morality. And all the other fools will stand around, nodding with every word he says.
No. One day he'll see through the lies he's built up. Realize what kind of man he really is. What goes around comes around. You can't run from yourself forever.
If it were up to me, I'd just shoot him. But it sounded like probably the most just sentence.